In 1987, the landmark Supreme Court case McCleskey v. Kemp established a challenging precedent that made it incredibly difficult to legally contest systemic racial bias within the American legal system, particularly in death penalty cases. This pivotal ruling determined that even compelling statistical evidence showing racial disparities in sentencing was insufficient to prove intentional discrimination in individual cases, rendering such challenges nearly impossible. Decades later, in a bold response, California enacted the 2020 Racial Justice Act, known as the CRJA, directly countering the barriers set by McCleskey versus Kemp. This landmark legislation marks a significant shift, empowering individuals to use statistical evidence alone to prove racial discrimination in their specific cases, overcoming previous insurmountable legal hurdles. Building on this progress, the Racial Justice for All Act was passed, making the CRJA fully retroactive and expanding its reach to historical cases. This essential amendment now allows past convictions tainted by racial bias to be thoroughly challenged and potentially overturned, paving a vital path to justice for countless affected individuals. Yet the CRJA now confronts a critical test against California's infamous three strikes law, which was enacted in 1994 amid the era's tough-on-crime policies. Under this harsh law, individuals with 2 prior serious or violent felony convictions face mandatory life sentences, even if their third offense is relatively minor or nonviolent. Tragically, the three strikes law has disproportionately ensnared Black and Latino communities, exacerbating severe racial disparities in California's incarceration rates over the years. Compelling statistical evidence paints a stark picture. Black men in California are incarcerated at a rate 9.6 times higher than white men, highlighting deep systemic inequities. This alarming and persistent disparity demands urgent reform to ensure the equitable application of justice across all communities in the state. Leading these vital, ongoing legal challenges are dedicated organizations, including Stanford Law School's Three Strikes Project, which focuses on rectifying these injustices. The Stanford team works tirelessly, reviewing cases and advocating to dismantle the discriminatory impacts embedded in the Three Strikes law. Complementing this effort, the NAACP Legal Defense Fund stands at the forefront, passionately advocating for racial equality and rigorously challenging these unjust legal practices. To explore the full in-depth story behind these developments and ongoing fights for justice, please visit africanelements.org today